What's going on, Gemini? I hope you are doing very well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for mid to late January 2022. So in this reading, we're going to take a look at some upcoming challenges and opportunities for mid to late January, and we're also going to close off with some advice and messages from your angels and spirit guides. So you are all definitely very welcome here, Gemini, in this space with me as we move through the reading. Thanks a lot for dropping by and checking out the reading. I do really appreciate it. If you find that it resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe for me as well. I would also really appreciate that. So without further ado here, let's go ahead and jump into your mid to late January energies. So give me a second and I will pull the energy for you here, Gemini. As always, I'd like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for Gemini. We got two more here, two more. Okay, Gemini, let's lay out the cards and see what you got going on here for mid to late January. All right. All right, Gemini, so super powerful energy here. So let's start off for you here in your opportunities for mid to late January. We have the Seven of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and also the Page of Swords here, okay, with your opportunity. So I feel like there's definitely an opportunity to kind of like put your head down and get the work done, right? With the Seven of Wands, it's coming through as like hard work energy that I think there's an opportunity for you to really push forward into something that may be a little bit uncomfortable here. Okay, this could be in like an interpersonal relationship where you have to defend yourself and tell the other person how you feel, like emotional expression. For others of you, this could be like pushing forward and like working really hard in your career. I just think like this is an energy, the opportunity is like 10% more effort will do you really good this for mid to late January, you know? You also have this Two of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, right? So there's definitely an opportunity to get a little bit more information and then make a decision about something. I think in your career, potentially with this Two of Pentacles, you're juggling something, okay? This could be why the Seven of Wands is here, because you feel like you're defending yourself, you're like all over the place. But with this energy here, Gemini, I feel like there's going to be a period where you need to gather information about a decision that you have to make financially. So this could be like doubling down on some sort of path that you're on here. For others of you though, this could be gathering information about a relationship. You know, this could be someone like holding money from you, Gemini, for some of you, you know, someone like is doing something funny with money. You're called to investigate here. So definitely like a very vigilant energy. You know, it's not really a time to just be lazy. For mid to late January. This is definitely a very vigilant, on the ball type of energy, okay? So we're going to clarify that in a second, but then we move down here to your challenges, okay? The challenge row for mid to late January. We have the Knight of Swords, Queen of Cups, Four of Wands here. Okay, so it's definitely going to be challenging for you to kind of maintain emotional harmony at this time. I just feel like it almost feels like you have the whole weight of the world on your shoulders with this energy up here and the opportunity. So the challenge is to rent yourself out a little bit, Gemini. Whatever you got going on that's stressing you out, there's an opportunity to push yourself to dive into something, even if it causes you temporary emotional disturbance, because it's going to help you really get to the root of an issue that you're going to resolve. Okay, like whatever this decision that you have to make is, right? Pushing forward in career, walking away from someone. Because the challenge as well, you have this Knight of Swords right next to the Queen of Cups. So what this tells me is there's a certain action, a physical action I'm getting, a decision that you know you need to push forward with, but for some reason it's hard to do it because of your emotional issues about it. So this could be like taking a risk in business, like something that's very scary. Like I said, it could be walking away from someone or like moving towards someone new very fast. So I feel like you just have to like live with the fact that, yeah, your emotions are going to be all over the place, but it's necessary for you to go through these waves and not just avoid things, okay? And your challenge as well is the Four of Wands. So this is like a challenge in harmony. You know, the Four of Wands talks about like kind of like friends, family, like a home frequency. I feel like you guys almost are feeling like you're kind of like an alien walking amongst humans in this world right now. Like maybe for some of you, you feel like you haven't really found your place, or you're pushing forward to trying to like dig out your little corner into the world here, you know. But then we move down here to the advice from your spirit guides, and it's super intense. 3 major arcana cards. So you have a lot going on right now spiritually, right? You have the Moon, the Lovers, and the Fool. Okay, so for a lot of you, I do feel like Spirit is pushing you forward, right? Whatever decision you have to make, I feel like there is new love for you. So no matter who you are, if you're in a relationship or you're just single, like everything that you're doing, Gemini, and this is actually a repeating message from the last few months with you, every single thing you're doing, you feel like you're struggling financially or with your career, whatever it is, like it's for love. It's all for love. It's all for you to be on this high timeline where you meet someone that's a true soulmate. I do feel like Spirit is saying, listen, Gemini, I know you don't see it right now, but there is a true soulmate coming in here. For a lot of you, though, it is going to be about letting go of a certain relationship so that you can make room for one that better serves you, because you have the Moon. So Spirit is telling you, don't be afraid to go into the shadow here with the Moon. Like there's some sort of illusion that is keeping you trapped, like thinking I'm going to stay stuck here forever. You guys certainly are not going to stay stuck. Like whatever this 7 of Wands is, you know, matter of fact, let's go ahead and clarify that right now. But this is, you guys are going to be moving into an upward spiral. You just have to go through this. This is kind of like, I'm getting frequencies, like I'm starting to remember your readings from the past few months. I feel like you guys are in that timeline still. So let's get a little bit more information. Why is this 7 of Wands here in your opportunity for mid to late January? Let's see. One more. Why is the 7 of Wands here? Okay, the 7 of Wands is clarified by the Awareness card, guys. The Awareness card. So this is some sort of painful realization that you're having, okay? And there's an opportunity to dive into it, okay? So that's why the Queen of Cups is here in your challenge, because this is going to take a lot of almost like disturbing facts that you're going to have to like come to terms with, right? That's why the Moon is here. It's almost like like there's been something in your subconscious mind, Gemini, that has been lurking for far too long, that you're going to uproot it now. You're going to let it go, transmute it, you know? So don't defend yourself against this is what I would say. Like let this penetrate you, whatever this truth is. Okay, for a lot of you, I feel like intuitively this has to do with like just playing it safe, like not really pushing yourself. So this could manifest in your career or in a relationship. When you're not pushing yourself forward to the highest timeline, what are you doing? You're just kind of maintaining the status quo. You're not taking any risks. This is a risk that you have to take, whether it's letting someone go or pushing forward in a new business direction. This is scary. You're not going to feel good doing it, but it's something that your future self will thank you for. Okay, so in the meantime, you need to get more information about it because you know what it is. It's just that you have to bridge some sort of knowledge gap here about this awareness to the 7 of Wands, Gemini, right? Okay, so it's very intense, but ultimately for your higher purpose, for your highest purpose here. Let's go ahead and clarify this, this Page of Swords as well. Why is this here in your opportunity? What do you need to gather information about? This is also like being vigilant, like being ready to go. You know, because you have the Fool card here, right? So, yeah, let's see. Why is the Page of Swords here? Okay, the Page of Swords is clarified by the stress card. So yeah, there's definitely like a stressful strategic move that you guys have to make. It has to do with pushing forward, making a big shift in your life. Okay, so big shift in relationship or career. It's going to be stressful because I feel like it's a gamble, whatever you're doing, but it's something that's necessary. Especially those of you, if you have a partner, if you have some sort of thing that you're relying on financially, it's time to build your own foundation because that's when you're going to meet this person that you really love, but it's scary for you to do it, I see here. So let's go ahead and move on to your challenges. Okay, so this is your opportunity to dive into a stressful situation. It's kind of like the strength energy, you know, dealing with a very difficult situation with grace. Okay, but let's clarify this Knight of Swords. Why is it difficult for you to kind of push forward through this challenge? Let's see. Okay. One more. Why is the Knight of Swords here? Okay, the Knight of Swords is clarified by the moment-to-moment card, okay? And it's super interesting because this is the same card. The Two of Pentacles has now come up again. So it's almost like this feeling like what's challenging is that I get this feeling where although you're not like happy where you are, it's very easy and convenient for your ego to just stay there and not make some sort of massive change. So the moment-to-moment card talks about just like flowing, going with the flow, not really doing anything brash and like drastic to make a shift. So the Knight of Swords here in your challenge, you need to break out of this like almost like lazy, like just like drifter, pointless energy, right? This is about focusing your intention on what you want to create in your life. So it's difficult for you. Maybe you guys have belief systems that say, you know, no matter how much I work with the law of attraction, I'll never get anywhere. There's just this feeling of, for some reason, you're not pushing forward. I don't know what it is. Maybe you're afraid of the opinions of other people. That was a theme that came up in the last few months for you guys. You know, it's very stressful for you to do something, though. But I feel like you guys know what you need to do, too. Or maybe you don't know exactly what you need to do, but you know exactly where you no longer need to be. So it is like a risk, okay? Let's also just go ahead and clarify this Queen of Cups. Like, why is it very difficult for you to remain stress-free and grounded and compassionate? You know, what's going on? I get this, like, vibe of if it's like a me versus you, like, competitive mindset that might be tripping you up here. The Queen of Cups is all about collaboration and not really having any enemies, but like seeing everyone as a part of yourself. Maybe that's a perspective that will help you. But let's see, why is the Queen of Cups here? Okay, I think it has to do with looking bad, okay? So we had the Misser card pop out. You may be afraid of what people are going to think of this risk that you're going to take. Okay, the Queen of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles here. So yeah, this has to do with like your physical status. And this has been the theme for you. I just feel like there's this big challenge, like whatever painful realization that you're going to have to dive into or a financial risk that you're going to have to take, leaving some relationship, whatever it is for you, Gemini, like there's going to be a hit to your ego. There's going to be a hit to your status. It's almost like you guys have built up this life that you really don't like. Like on the inside, you feel like it's horrible, but on the outside, it looks okay. But really, in your heart, you want to move to this new timeline where things are completely different. And there's a path that's being laid out in front of you of exactly how you need to do this, even though it doesn't make logical sense. You know what you have to do. But right now, you're a little too stuck in that old world where you're still harboring, like, you're still caring what people think about this move. This has to be for you, right? The Fool is about letting everything go and also being willing to look bad in front of other people. You know, the number one enemy to the human ego is like being wrong or like looking like a fool in front of other people. But what spiritual people know is that there's actually immense power in just letting go and doing what you know you need to do and then entering into a new timeline. So that's what's going on here for you, Gemini, you know? So have no fear that you're going to lose your status for a little while. It's a necessary part of your journey. Okay, so let's go ahead and start clarifying some of these advice cards down here from your spirit guides. I do want to clarify this, this moon. right? Why is the moon card here in the advice from your spirit guides? Let's see. This is saying, like, don't run from this realization. You need to go further into it. Let's see, though. Got a jumper. Not going to take it, though. Why is this moon card here for Gemini? Okay, the moon card, guys, is clarified by the isolation card. Isolation. Okay, so I feel like there's this feeling where you really, guys, are hitting the reset button in your life. There's going to be a period of time where you may have to go it alone. You may have to, like, literally completely change every single relationship in your life, almost like hit the reset button. So there's this big fear in you guys in stepping into the unknown. And what you need to realize about this moon and the isolation is that your ego is always going to project the worst possible case scenario to run scripts to try to protect itself. So you don't have to believe the thoughts of the ego. No, it's just the animal mind, like, trying to help me, because humans are tribal creatures, guys. And without, like, a tribe, we fall apart. We need social connection. So making this big shift, right? People might downplay it, but your nervous system is going to be on fire. And that's what you're feeling with this awareness, the stress. Like, you need to do everything you can to remain calm and to kind of just don't worry about, you need to step out of your ego, your animal self, for a little bit here. Rent yourself out, because it's going to come full circle. It's going to come back. You just need to go through this period where you may be alone, right? You may be switching careers, family, friends, right? Whatever it is. So let's also go ahead and clarify this Fool card for you. Why is this Fool here in the advice from your spirit guides? Let's see. Like, whoever's coming in is going to be way better than what you got, and you know it. That's why you're making these moves. But I don't know, let's see. Why is this Fool card here? Two more. Okay, the Fool card is clarified by the Five of Wands, the Totality card. So this is something that you need to do when you make this transition. You need to do it all the way. That all the way frequency, not going halfway, but going totally, that's going to leave you in isolation for a little bit. Okay, so the universe wants you to rip the Band-Aid off this one, Gemini. Whatever this means for you, this awareness that you're trying to run away from, you need to really accept it, because if you do this halfway, you might as well not do it at all, Gemini. You need to go for it. You know, like this is really a test. Like, how much do you guys believe that, like, life is a form of simulation? We need to transcend our egos to get out of this conditioning, which keeps us trapped in our ancestral trauma for millennia, not living in alignment with the soul, but living in alignment with just conditioning and the ego stuff. This is almost like a generational. This is big, Gemini, like what you're dealing with. That's why these three major arcana cards are here. You're transmuting shit, not just for you, but for, like, the whole collective right now. So whatever you got going on, like, I do encourage you to push forward despite the resistance. It's all part of the process. But super powerful reading, Gemini. You know, if you need more information on your situation to get more clarity, feel free to book a personal reading with me, okay? You could find all the information on that in the description box of this video. It's always a pleasure and an honor to work with you guys, but I hope that this provided you clarity and insight. I'm going to conclude this reading. But with that being said, I'll talk to you guys next week. I hope you have a great mid to late January. It's super intense, but it's leading you to the promised land here, Gemini. So I'll talk to you guys later. This is the Autistic Mystic. Peace.